warned this video will contain spoilers. Dwight's move in the third episode of Tulsa King Season 2 was a bold one, and it's clear he's not backing down. Telling Bill he wouldn't share profits was a deliberate move, one that set the tone for what's to come. Dwight knew full well that Bill wouldn't just let that go, and he's expecting some form of retaliation. What's interesting is how Goodie factors into this. While it appeared at first like he might turn against Dwight, the realization that Caputo was going to fail in killing Dwight seemed to make Goodie change his tune. It looks like Goodie is playing a game of his own, concealing his true intentions to appear loyal to Dwight. The dynamics are shifting, and Episode 4 throws us into a deeper dive into these power plays. The big question here is what Chicky's next move will be. He's furious, and rightly so. Caputo failed, Dwight is still standing, and now Chicky's left to pick up the pieces. What makes it even more intriguing is Chicky's growing suspicion that Goodie might have betrayed him. There's a lot of tension brewing here, and it seems like Goodie's quick thinking helped him avoid getting on Chicky's bad side, at least for now. But Chicky is not someone who just lets things slide. After Caputo's failure, Bill's disappointment became evident. Chicky knows he's under immense pressure, especially now that Bill's right-hand man is dead, and the Kansas City Godfather won't sit idly by. What makes Chicky's situation even more precarious is that his crew, Vince and the others, don't really have a solid plan. They want to take over Tulsa, but Chicky knows it's a lot more complicated than it looks. He's been playing games so far, but it's clear that he's about to shift gears and make a more decisive move. Chicky reaching out to Goodie with an offer is a significant moment. The fact that Goodie appreciated the offer suggests there's more going on behind the scenes. It's likely that Goodie had initially planned to betray Dwight but changed course when things didn't go as expected. What we're seeing now is a dangerous game where alliances can shift at any moment. Chicky is not the kind of guy who tolerates challenges to his authority, and Dwight has done just that. You can bet Chicky's next move will be a bold one, possibly crossing lines no one expected him to. He's not about to let Dwight take control of Tulsa without a fight. As for Thresher, his frustration is palpable. Dwight survived, Caputo failed, and now Thresher has to deal with his own issues. His business is facing major problems, primarily due to his partner secretly growing poppies on their wheat farm. Thresher's reluctance to engage in illegal activities puts him at odds with his partner, Jackie, who is determined to keep pushing forward. The situation between them escalates, especially when laborers are caught stealing marijuana, and Jackie takes matters into his own hands by shooting two of them. Jackie makes it clear to Thresher that he's not backing down, and Thresher is left with little choice but to deal with this mess before focusing on Dwight. What makes Thresher's situation even more complicated is that he's aware of Dwight's plans. He knows Dwight is looking to open a hydroponic farm, and that's why he's trying to get ahead by making an offer to the Mexicans first. Thresher is playing a strategic game, trying to outmaneuver Dwight in the business side of things. But with Dwight's survival throwing a wrench in his plans, Thresher might be forced to take more drastic measures to secure his position. It's clear that the rivalry between these two is far from over, and Thresher isn't someone who will let Dwight step in without a fight. Dwight, on the other hand, seems to be playing a long game. He's making moves that suggest he's thinking several steps ahead. His conversation with Joanne at the start of Episode 4 is a key moment, as it shows that while he's pushing forward with his plans, he's fully aware of the dangers around him. Joanne's fear for his safety and the safety of his family highlights the stakes. Dwight's visit to Bodie's shop and his trip to Galena to purchase land for the weed farm is another bold move. He strikes a deal with Medhat and Ahanu, but the fact that Thresher had already been in negotiations with them only adds to the tension. Dwight knew that getting ahead in this business meant beating out Thresher, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the upper hand. What's also important to note is Dwight's growing trust in his inner circle. Tyson and Mitch have proven their loyalty, and Dwight knows he can rely on them when things get tough. As much as Dwight is focused on the business, he's not naive. He knows Bill will come back for revenge after what happened to Caputo, and he's preparing for that confrontation. What's even more intriguing is the looming presence of Chicky, who will undoubtedly play a major role in trying to take Dwight down. What do you think will happen next? How far do you think Chicky will go to take back control? And will Dwight's bold plans succeed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.